Hey everyone, Shawn here and welcome back to another match on the Wrestlemania hype train. This one is a very, very good one, this one. This was the Bret versus Shawn Iron Man match from Wrestlemania 12. Now, in real life, this one went for the full 60 minutes at 0-0. Then went to sudden death where Shawn Michaels got a victory within 1 minute and 52 seconds. It was an insane match and one of the best in WrestleMania history. Rest of the matches on the card, what do we have? Undertaker versus Diesel, Ultimate Warrior versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Savio Vega, Piper versus Goldust, British Bulldog Owen Hart and Vader versus Ahmed Johnson, Jake Roberts and Yokozuna. That's an interesting one. And a tag team match for the vacant WWF Tag Team Championships. The Godwins versus the Body Donners. So it was an interesting card. But of course it was stolen by that Shawn Michaels Bret Hart Iron Man match in the main event. Now we are going to have an Iron Man match here. But it is just going to be a 15-minute Iron Man match. Nothing too crazy. We're not going to go the full hour. Because that would just send me crazy, I think. So, of course, in this match, Bret Hart came in as the champion. And that's exactly what he's going to do here. There he is, the WWF champion, Bret Hart. It's insane, isn't it, really? A 1 hour long Iron Man match. They wouldn't do anything like that anymore, would they? Can you imagine if AJ versus Nakamura tonight went an hour? That would be crazy. It would be incredible. Would they have the balls to do it is another story. Would WWE have the balls to go a full hour long in the main event? I don't think they would, to be honest. I don't think they have the... I don't think they really trust in their fans anymore, do they? I think WWE. I think they believe that we're all stupid and this, that, and the other, and they have to oversimplify everything. So I don't know. It's I'd love to see an amazing match tonight between AJ and Nakamura. That's what I'm really hoping and holding out for. Because we know some matches are going to be poor. We know that Reigns versus Lesnar is going to be a poor match. It just, well, in fairness, actually, now I'm being a bit harsh there because every time Reigns has faced Lesnar, Reigns has always got a good match out of him. I would have much preferred it if it was going to be a triple threat match with Braun Strowman involved, but evidently Braun's involved in the Tag Team Championship for some bizarre reason. I don't know whose decision that was to put him as part of the Tag Team titles, but there you go. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting card tonight. It has a lot of dependence. Depends on who Braun Strowman's partner's going to be. It depends on how good Ronda Rousey is going to be in the ring. It depends on how much Shane McMahon has recovered from his recent illness, which landed him in hospital. It depends on quite a lot of things, really, and I'm just hoping that we get the best show possible. And I do think on paper this has the potential to be the best WrestleMania in a long, long time. So we could be okay. We could just be okay here. That's my hope, anyway. As Shawn in control of Bret here for a split second, as Bret catches Shawn and takes him down and wrenches him back at that leg. See, this sort of match is great for a submission guy because you do the damage to the body parts, such as the legs in Bret's case and the lower back. And then every time you lock in your finisher maneuver, your sharpshooter, it just becomes slightly more easier every single time as Bret now dropping the leg drop on on Shawn Michaels. Sorry, I was looking at the WrestleMania 12 logo. Yeah, it becomes slightly more easier because your opponent is in a lot of pain. There's a lot of damage been done to his body. Therefore, every time you lock in that sharpshooter, it's almost like a guaranteed fall, which is pretty good. Now, who will get the first pinfall between these two? Oh, nice knee in the gut there by Bret, but Michaels forced him away. Wouldn't it be ironic if this went the real way that real life went, and it ended up as a draw after the 15 minutes. That'd be clever, wouldn't it? Bret now lining up, or being lined up by Michaels, who caught him with a knee in the side of the head. Michaels now bringing Bret back up to his feet into a Russian leg sweep. And we are 2 minutes in, and at this point in time, Bret is struggling here. Your current champion. See, I've had difficulty or not difficulty, but I've been recording these videos, and I want to try and like mix and match everyone. And the problem is, there's so many combinations of Bret and Shawn. It's crazy. It really is crazy how many combinations there are. So I'm just trying to make sure that they're all okay. Right. So I've got 3 more matches left after this one. Just trying to figure out the best way of organising them. Because we've got, I don't want to like repeat the same person over and over again, but we do have another match involving Bret and another match involving Shawn to come up for you, so we've got a lot of stuff going on. There's Bret now in control of Michaels. He hasn't been for quite some time. Nice dragon screw there by Shawn on Bret. And Shawn now back into the corner. I thought he might be looking to tune up the band, but he doesn't. He ends up dropping an elbow right across the face of Bret. As Shawn brings Bret back up to his feet. Dropping him neck first across that top rope. Who is going to be the first man to get a pinfall in this match? It's very back and forth at this point in time. Both guys have had opportunities. Michaels now dropping a boot right in the face of Bret. Oh, big chop. Now into a DDT. There's the pin. 1. It's only a 1 count. We are coming up to being a third of the way through this match, still with no pinfalls. Shawn now clubbing blow against the back of Bret once again, into a nice look as an Olympic slam there. Shawn heading up top. We've seen this before. He likes to go for that big elbow, the Macho Man style elbow, and there it is, right to the heart of Bret Hart. Oh, right to the heart, no pun intended, eh? And it is Shawn in control of this match at this point in time, with just coming up to 10 minutes left. Still no pinfalls. As Shawn now takes a little break in the corner. But now here he is, tuning up the band. Are we about to see fall number 1? Sweet chin music drops into the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. It's 1-0 to Shawn Michaels. But straight away, Bret back up on his feet. Nice reverse DDT. And Shawn continuing the assault. Shawn now looking to continue it again, just dropping Bret neck first over that top rope. Nice line salt as well. Michaels now bringing Bret back up. Oh, he's looking for a pile driver and he hits it as well. Wow. Bret really struggling to get back up to his feet, and Michaels catches him with that right hand. Referee continues the count. Of course, for once, I'm not too worried about a count out because it doesn't really matter too much, because we'll just both guys will just lose a fall. It's not a major issue. Yes, the rest of this WrestleMania card looked okay. The Ultimate Warrior defeated Triple H in a 1 minute and 40-second match, which I'm not a fan of. I've been saying quite a few times, David, I'm a I much prefer it when matches go where they should go. Like, you look at some of the old WrestleManias, they've got like 10, 15 matches on the old WrestleManias, but each one lasts stupid amounts of time. They last like a couple of minutes. And it's like, it just doesn't make sense. Matches should be last long. I would be disappointed if every match tonight did not last at least 10 minutes. I would be disappointed. I really would. Bret now willing Shawn back up to his feet. Can Bret get an equalizer? Ooh, Shawn avoids it and drops a boot right into the chest of Bret. So yeah, like I said, in real life, this match finished 1-0 to Shawn, which is currently the score right now. But that came in overtime to the Iron Man match. So they went hour-long draw. Hour-long draw before Shawn finally getting that pin. And Shawn heading up top once again. I thought he was going to look for another elbow to Hart, but not quite this time. He's going to go for something a little bit different. They went for the double axe handle, but Bret caught him with that right hand right in the gut. Bret now bringing Shawn back up. And Shawn could live to regret that high-risk maneuver as he gets caught with a pile driver. Bret in with a pin. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Bret, nice over-the-top cutter on Shawn. And Bret is probably quite annoyed by this situation where he hasn't actually got a pin yet. He would have been convinced after that DDT it would have been fine for him, but not the case, as Bret now taking Shawn up into the vertical suplex. Shawn catching the leg of Bret, only to get caught with the enziguri. Yeah, Shawn should probably learn from that. He was just mouthing off at Bret really there, wasn't he? This arm breaker by Shawn. Now that belly to back slam, collegiate wrestling style. Oh, very interesting here. Shawn rolls Bret over into the sharpshooter, and Bret's not quite close enough to the ropes. Oh my god, Bret just tapped out to the sharpshooter. Shawn goes 2-0 up as Bret Hart taps out to his own submission. Oh, and straight into sweet chin music as well. Shawn, mate, you should have gone for the pin. You just hit me. You should have gone for the pin again. Nice running forearm, kicked back up into an atomic drop. Up goes Shawn to the top. Another elbow to the heart, maybe? There it is, elbow to the heart. But instead of going for the pin, he goes for a rest in the corner, and I don't know if this is wise by Shawn, to be honest. I think he should be finishing Bret off, but instead he's almost taunting him, isn't he? Bret now with the dragon screw. And now Bret stalking Shawn. Oh, but Shawn saw it coming. Russian leg sweep. Shawn with a pin. 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Bret has 4 minutes remaining to try and get 2 pinfalls to try and equalise this one, but he's being stalked by Shawn Michaels and another sweet chin music. Into the pin goes Shawn. 1, 2, and 3, and it's 3-0 with 3 minutes and 33 remaining. I cannot believe Bret's in such a state here, to be honest. As he catches Shawn with the 2 elbows in the gut. Shawn fighting back on Bret now, looking for the backdrop. But I just can't see Bret getting back into this one now. He's struggling as it is just to get on his feet. Shawn's in control, and Shawn once again looking to tune up the band. He's going to kill Bret here if he carries on. Sweet chin music. 1, 2, and 3. It's 4-0 to Shawn Michaels. Shawn is going to make 100% sure that we finally get a match that goes along with history. Bret, I don't know what you can do, mate. You've got to lock in like 4 sharpshooters in the last 2.5 minutes to get anything in this one. At least try and get a couple of falls back and make it look a bit more respectable for yourself. You've got to do that, surely. Bret now stalking Shawn once again. Has him, rolls him over. Now Shawn can just afford to tap out here straight away. He's so many falls ahead, he can afford to tap out. But of course, the longer he sits in there, he does tap out. As I said, the longer he sits in this, the more time he wastes, and the less chance Bret will get to get any more falls. But it is 4-1 now. Pin once again by Bret on Shawn. Only a 2. Big elbow in the gut there by Shawn on Bret. Shawn now taking Bret up to the top. Nice crossbody, wow. Ugh, God, I got my throat. I think I swallowed a fly. Man down, man down. Right, I'm back after the drink. Don't know what happened there. My eyes are watering, though. As Shawn goes to have a pin on Bret. Not quite enough, although there's only 45 seconds remaining and Shawn is winning 4-1. I cannot see Bret getting back in this one unless he has an incredible last 40 seconds. It looks like this match is going to continue the way that history was. Maybe a little bit more dominant than the way history was. Shawn trying to bring Bret back up, but Bret now with the jawbreaker. 20 seconds remain. I believe it's now mathematically impossible. Well, it's not yet, but it will be in 3, 2, 1. It's now mathematically impossible for Bret Hart to draw this one. Double axe handle. Goes to the pin. But it's all over, and Shawn Michaels wins this match 4-1. There we go. Shawn Michaels successfully recreates history. Exactly how history was. Well, not quite exactly how history was. It was the correct winner, but maybe a little bit more dominant than history was, eh? So there we go. One of the biggest matches of WrestleMania history. Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart in an Iron Man match. Finishes with Shawn Michaels holding the championship high. That's the end of this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. Be sure to keep an eye out because our Octane pay-per-view will be uploaded in the next hour as well. So another thing to keep you going up until WrestleMania if you're sat there waiting for it all hyped up. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next match in WrestleMania history. Bye.
The one to